another video. Today I'm going to be making some cabbage soup. This is another Hmong dish that my mom used to make for us, or for me, or for herself, that I really enjoyed, and I'm sharing the recipe with you. So today I have one large, pretty big size cabbage. I have 2 packs of pork riblets, and I'm going to cut them in half. And super easy dish, and we're just gonna be using some black peppercorn and some salt. So let's get started. Okay, so I already washed all my pork, and here I have my cutting board. This is an Asian cutting board. If you haven't seen this type before, you can get these at any Asian market. So can you get this knife at any Asian market? So I'm cutting it like that. If you're not experienced, I advise you to be very careful. If you don't want to cut the pork, the riblets, it's fine. You guys can just buy the riblets that are easier to cut, okay? So I'm just going to continue to cut the rest of my pork. Again, be very careful cutting your meat, because if you haven't experienced in cutting meat like that before, then I advise you to just get the little pork riblets. That way they're already like separated, then you could just slice them. So I've cut my meat to smaller sizes. I left a couple of big ones for my husband. But yeah, so this is all my meat. So this is what I'm gonna do with my cabbage. So I just like to peel some pieces off. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I don't wash this right away, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this to how I like it, and then I'm gonna soak it and wash it. So I kind of like bigger pieces in my soup. So I kind of quartered it like this. You don't want to make it really fine. Well, I guess it depends on your own preference, but I like bigger chunks. And these I kind of like take out because they get hard. But when you're making soup with cabbage, the cabbage welts down anyways. So see? So I'm just kind of like quartering them that size. I love cabbage, especially in soup. And I know it stinks, but it's so good. Okay. And that's it. So I'm gonna throw these away. And then what I'm gonna do now is take my cabbage to the sink, and I'm gonna wash this up. Okay, so I already rinsed my cabbage about 5 times, made sure I washed it really good, and let's get the cooking. So I put my pork in this big pot, and we're just gonna boil this until the meat is cooked, and then we'll throw in our cabbage. Okay, so you just, while the meat is boiling, you just kind of want to skim through all the fat. Because you don't want to eat none of that. Just make sure you get all. There's going to be more, you just have to come back and keep checking. And then you just kind of want to stir the meat so that they don't get burned or anything. And of course, when you stir it, there's going to be more that come out. So you just want to skim through it all. Okay, so our water is boiling and my meat is pretty much cooked. Once you boil meat, it cooks fast. So I did add some more water because once you boil, the water evaporates. And you just want to add as much water as you like, how soupy you want it to be. So it's time to throw in the cabbage. I like a lot of cabbage in mine. Let's start with that first, and then let's fish it down. I might have cut too much cabbage, but we'll see. I just love cabbage. Again, the cabbage will wilt down. Ouch! That's me trying to be greedy and get all the cabbage in there. Okay. I think I'm just gonna add that much. And that's it. So let's just let the cabbage wilt down. Now that my water is boiling, I'm just gonna add some salt to taste, some cracked black pepper. I like a lot of cracked black pepper. And then let's mix. And usually I add mushroom seasoning, but I ran out, so I have to go get some. And mushroom seasoning is kind of like a powder form. And you can also purchase that at the Asian store. My mama put me on that, mushroom seasoning. Okay, let's get a spoon. Let's taste where it's at. I'm gonna add one tablespoon of chicken bouillon. For flavor. I know this may be weird to some of you guys who are not Hmong, but this is totally Hmong comfort food. Okay. Let's taste this. And I want some more black pepper. I know some of you guys are thinking like, this is pork and I have put some chicken bouillon in there. All it is just adding flavor to it. would have added some pork bouillon, but I don't have any. Yep, that's good. So that's it, guys. I like my cabbage to be a little bit more softer, so I'm just gonna let it boil for a little bit until it gets to the consistency of the wilted cabbage that I like, and then I will plate it up for you to see. Okay, so I have some rice in there, and I have my cabbage and my pork. So I had it cooling off, so it's hot. I was too lazy to make some hot peppers, so I just put some chili powder in here. You can get this type of chili powder at the Asian store, and I just add some fish sauce and some lime. And then what we like to do is, it's really hot, take some of the meat, dip it in the chili, and eat it. And it's so good. Put some of the juice, the rice, with some cabbage. It's like still so hot. That's how we eat it. It's so good. The only reason why I use chicken bouillon is because I didn't have any pork bouillon. But pork would be better because then it'll bring out the pork flavor in this. But otherwise, it's still really good and still very flavorful. And like again, I said, this is straight up HMONG comfort food. If you guys like my video, please go like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.